My Bologna.
Mai Tai?
I'm telling you, you got to watch the Weird Al movie. It was awesome.
White bread.
Weird Al? I don't know.
No, trust me, because you're thinking like, but
Yeah,
it's funny.
He's in on the joke.
It's so
Obviously.
good. It's so good.
Okay.
Like Madonna's all over him the whole movie. It's perfect. Like, it's amazing.
Like Madonna in 2023.
It's sort of going back in time, revisiting earlier parts of his career when Madonna would have been maybe the most, eligible bachelorette on earth kind of thing.
She was a sex symbol.
That's correct, which is why it's funny, because Weird Al played not bagpipe, the accordion. So
very sexual Madonna back in the day.
Like a virgin.
Yeah. Remember she had the
Very
cone,
first time. Yeah.
the cone bra.
Vogue.
Yeah.
She was in a movie too, Body of Evidence.
Yes. Yes, she
Great
was.
scenes.
Is that Sharon Stone Basic Instinct-esque?
It was very much.
Okay.
Watch out or kill you. Hell of a time getting there, though. Fun right till the end. Till the dying part.
You had to wait, eh?
Yeah. Till she then when she kills you, it's probably not as great, but
fair. It's a good way to go out, though, I guess.
Leading up to it, hell of a time.
It's a Calgary Wranglers game day in Palm Springs.
Should have
Dino.
been here.
It definitely could have been, but Mitch Love said, pick your poison. Although he had to pick, and the poison he picked was playing the first two at home. It is indeed the second game in the Coachella Valley. Last one going to triple overtime, a 3-2 win for the Firebirds. Wranglers need to win to keep their season alive. If they do, they'll play Friday. If they don't, curtains.
That'd be good for Mitch, though, because then he can interview for the job, although there's no GM.
GM's naming
When the hell are they naming a GM? Like, who are they talking to here? Why is no one leaking that?
I've got 5 names for you.
Okay.
Craig Conroy, Brad Pascal, Mark Hunter, Dave Nonis, Brandon Pridham.
That's no one new.
The Nonis one is kind of new. I don't know that I've also, it's been mentioned
Dave
they've talked to
in
over
Vancouver, or was he in Toronto?
both. They've talked to over 30 people is what is being reported in some spots.
Talk to 30 people?
What for?
It's a lot of free audits. It's a lot of ideas on the table.
If you were up for, would you be sharing your real hardcore ideas? I think we should really start to draft really good players.
If you can draft well.
Yeah, we're really because the draft happens every year. And I think every year, let's go to the draft.
If you go look back over the history of it, if you draft well, you typically.
Yeah. So if you just pick the good players, not the bad ones.
Because I've looked here at your draft history.
Yeah.
There's a few misses. Let's hit on all of our draft picks.
So 30 guys have said that. But to be fair, I mean, you are going to have to try to stand out and say, why would I be the one for this one of 32 seats for this job in the world? So do give us your best ideas. It's probably a good idea.
That's a game we should play.
Give us your best idea.
Your interview?
Yeah. We could interview Pinder.
Oh,
you can be Don, and I'll be Bean.
Bologna?
Because you're terrible at numbers, and I'm not bad.
Yeah. So if you don't cut the edges, it curls, you said.
It curls. Like the little pepperonis on a pizza.
Yeah,
you know how they kind of cup upwards? You don't want your bologna doing that.
It's
great when it's pepperoni.
You can't go flat on the bread then.
So pro scout meetings, right? Remember
amateur scout
Don Bologna last week or 2 weeks ago said we want to have the scouting meetings.
It's going to be hard to get them on.
Get the GM.
So it's
wanted the GM installed before
which is in the next week.
The scouting meetings, they start Tuesday.
It's what day?
Today is Wednesday. So in theory,
in a week, you could have a GM in place.
Now, it won't be one of those things where they want to slide it through, right? It'll be a big announcement, so they'll do it Friday morning.
Depends who they hire.
And as Elliot,
if it's what the hell are they doing here? That's the Friday afternoon press release. If you're really proud of it, it's nice and early on,
Thursday
Tuesday
night.
Morning
you announce
Thursday,
Friday morning we're going to have.
That's right. Yeah. Elliot had it, and of course I had it as well. But just, because not a lot. I can't believe Elliot with everything he says, but it is the second cycle.
Yes, the wide net has been cast, and now it's the tight group of finalists.
We zoomed you. Now let's get you in.
You think they zoomed Connie, or they just walking down the hall?
He was overseas.
He was in Switzerland for a while.
He would zoom in.
Yeah.
What about Brad Pascal? Is he in the hall, or is he in Switzerland too?
Isn't the boss in Switzerland?
The boss
Pascal should be in Palm Desert or wherever the hell.
Yeah,
That's true. He probably is. There's
on
a bunch of
vacation.
staff down there, or a Pacific Division final.
Dave Nonis, eh?
I think there's a lot of names when you go 30 plus that are about getting their names back in the news cycle. And Dave Nonis would be more of that to me than a real finalist candidate.
Rhett, you love meetings.
Oh,
30.
God.
No effing way.
How many days has it been since
Less than
Maloney
30?
had the press
The
conference?
Tire Fire press conference? What day was that?
Was that 30 days ago? Like, no.
Ish.
It-
Like max?
So you're doing Zoom calls every
Check that, Jack.
bloody day.
Check the date, Jacko.
Oh, punch me in the face.
Well,
Like, that's so.
and you know that 98% of them are a waste.
Yeah,
of your
okay, so
effing time.
Who we got at 1 o'clock? Oh,
Well, and that's
Bill
why we
guy we're never going to hire. Okay, good. Because we had John who we're never going to hire.
Yeah,
before
well,
lunch,
and like so, Ray Whitney's an interesting example of that. Like I've not heard his
Great
name
guy.
as a,
Well,
Is it
Ray
Gino?
played for Don. And
Yeah. and so if you're going that wide to like 30 plus, okay, absolutely talk to Ray. But if you only hear Ray and two other names, and you think he's a finalist, I'm like, oh, that's probably a little misleading.
why the hell's Ray's name in the running in mine? Like, where's my effing?
Well, did you send in that cover letter we made
you
for
were
you?
supposed to. You're my agent.
You just called him Don Baloney.
Was
Fat
it-
chance now.
was exactly a month ago today.
So one a day, easy. There you go. It's like a vitamin.
God. No thanks.
Yeah, well,
I can't do that either.
not
I
for
always
everyone.
Forget.
No way.
Vitamin a day.
Right? No chance. So how do you think that one goes with Ray Whitney? Oh, so you still got your place in
Wizard.
Fountain Hills? Or, oh, yeah. So how are the kids? Oh, yeah, yeah.
well, I looked
Hey,
at
Ray,
the,
good talking to you. Aren't we going to talk about the GM job? Yep, talk to you later.
Thanks, Ray.
We interviewed.
Stay in the shade.
We talked to Ray Whitney. We talked to 30 people.
Well, and
I
the reason,
like Ray.
I do
I
too.
Ray.
and he may be
The
great.
Wizard.
The
Great
interesting thing being he has 3 years of NHL scouting, 2 as a pro scout,
Oh,
which isn't a ton at all, and then 3 years with junior AAA hockey in the Phoenix area.
His kid's big, like 6'3".
So he's probably coached his kid along the way,
He's
and,
not.
and then he was an assistant GM for a Spengler Cup team once. Like
put him
that,
in your backpack.
that's a tiny resume for a GM, right?
Tiny
But-
He scored goals as a little guy when you couldn't score goals as a little guy.
Well, remember in junior, right?
No.
Junior.
Oh, yeah, Spokane.
Yeah, with old Fat Balloon.
Old Patty.
Yeah.
Pat Falloon.
And everybody's all jacked up about Pat Falloon, who ended up having the hell of a career. The answer is not Pat Falloon.
Ray Whitney, first game as a Florida Panther in Buffalo after being picked up off the waiver wires from Edmonton.
Yeah. That was a swing and a miss for the Oilers.
Oh,
And his dad was like the
Something.
training room, the dressing room attendant.
should have listened to the old man.
He was a stick boy when he was a kid.
Loves the team.
Was he a stick boy when he was a man?
Fort Sask?
I think so.
Yeah.
Strong ties to Alberta.
He'll be a great GM.
He was a great Western Leaguer. Holy shit!
I'm telling ya.
185 points 1 year.
Dude,
Yep. Anyway,
you hear? I was just telling you.
it's a lot of points. We'll move along if that's all right. From the AHL/GM conversation of the Calgary Flames over
Go
to
Wranglers.
what's happening overseas. We're in.
No, I don't want to talk about this. They gave a shit. They're out.
Well, we're going to make fun of them for that. But first, the Firebirds getting some reinforcements here. Now that the Kraken have been eliminated, Ty Cartier, who was pretty damn impressive for a guy we hadn't heard a lot about before the playoffs, he's coming down. I would expect he plays. Chris Drieger's coming down, but Joey Decord was sensational in that victory.
I think this is great for the Wranglers. It's going to disrupt the room for Coachella.
And if you want to get sinister here, Jesper Froden, the third name on that tweet. I don't know who he is. He's got to clear waivers to go down. Flames should just claim him. Fuck that.
Oh,
Can't play.
oh,
Take that.
that's GMing right there.
Give me the job.
Right there.
Well, Brad Pascal's going to do it. If he doesn't, he's not worthy of the NHL job. Well, I don't know. Maybe they won't claim him. We'll see what happens. Overseas, Matthew Coronado continues to play well for Team USA. Helper today. USA undefeated in the tournament, and we got a Coronado board. Someone else on another show was talking enough about Matthew Coronado that they have one built. Look at this. I didn't ask for this. 3
They're allowed to
games,
show
goal
it.
and an assist, +1. All right. What's that?
Are we allowed to show it?
Are we allowed to?
Is this
show
going to
it?
get us taken off?
Yeah.
the
By
internet?
the way, double IHF.
Take the stick out of your hoop.
Did it
Calm down.
hurt your brand that we talked about the tournament and even showed a highlight? Did that skewer the interest in your tournament?
Dumbass.
The fuck.
Settle down, Dick Pound.
Seriously, it's not Dick Pound or Rennie Foussel or something like that. Dick Pound's IOC. It's all Switzerland idiots. We'll move to NHL news. Yeah, we talked about it. The Coyotes.
Did you just call the Swiss idiots?
The IOC and FIFA and the IIHF.
That's
Yes.
true, yeah.
Bettman. Listen to this statement. Terribly disappointed
No.
by the public
Terrible.
referenda regarding the Coyotes Arena project in Tempe. Not referendum.
Mhm.
Referenda.
Yeah,
Gymnasium,
yeah.
gymnasia, referendum, referenda. It's Latin, I think, Dean. Exciting stuff. None. So that's not great. Here is their spokesperson, Javier Gutierrez. What's next for the Coyotes will be evaluated by the team and the league in coming weeks. Visibly shaken, leaving the podium. We have a relocation to announce. He also said this.
F you.
Yeah, you MFers. You didn't listen to the mayor.
Just double guns on the way out.
This was the best arena deal in the history of Arizona, which, to be fair, doesn't mean it's a good arena deal. They've had a lot of
Yeah,
shit
doesn't mean
arena
shit.
deals.
Yeah.
In the entire state, this arena deal was the best.
Yeah. This
Well,
is the
yeah,
least
all the other ones
shitty
fucking
deal.
killed you. They were awful.
Yeah.
What's the competition here? Moving to the fucking suburbs as a real estate play? Jesus.
Alex,
take that. Yeah. Clayton Keller's upset. 5th in all-time scoring. Sad face, but good news. Phoenix is the headquarters of U-Haul.
you'll have access. Good
That's
deals.
right, because then he'll be leaving.
Now, I wonder if their move is covered. The players, right?
Well, is Javier still going to be footing the bill?
Javier's not his money. It's Alex Murillo's money, and he don't like footing any bills. So maybe the new owner could help the fellas out. If that Jerry
Does the
Moyes didn't get
player have
bankrupt,
to-
he had the trucking
This is the
business.
player's fault. I got to move to Houston. I got to pay for this.
What if you get traded? Do you get paid? How does that work? I don't know the answer. If you get traded, what happens?
And if it's as
I think
humid as you
it's
say,
paid for.
you're going from a very dry
Oh,
climate.
yeah.
Dry air, yeah. Great for your
You'll
skin.
be able to water your grass.
Horrible for your pits.
My pits have taken a beating over the years.
Gold Bond, buddy.
Oh, man. But doesn't it just turns into like dough?
No. Not Gold Bond.
Huh?
Gold Bond is good. Medicated.
Are you just talking about swash solutions here?
Yeah.
So Gold Bond's
It's
top
not
of the heap.
flour.
Wasn't it Ross when he was wearing those leather pants on
I
Friends?
didn't
He had
watch
the
that
gold bond.
stupid show.
Kinda lame. Andy Strickland, who
So
we
what
know.
does it do?
Nope.
Does it keep you from sweating? Does it soak up the sweat?
Yeah,
What
it
is
just
it?
soaks up the moisture.
Like it's powder, right? It's just
You
gets
know
everywhere.
that? You know that when the things get packaged and put in boxes, you have those little silica things. Just sucks in all the moisture.
It's got some mint to it too. There's a little spice.
My boys could use a little
Spicy
mint.
who?
Tingly.
Ooh, minty.
Can you guys smell that? No, is it just me?
Wow, we're on a ride here.
Andy
This is-
Strickland.
The Cam and Strick podcast, Andy Strickland, who is well connected around the league.
Yeah.
Options the league are exploring for the Coyotes include this coming season.
No shit.
There is a chance they have already played their final game
He's
in the
connected.
desert.
Just hitting dingers.
Middle
out of the park.
fastball. Andy, you scooped Rhett by minutes.
How did you get
Oh,
such
man.
insight?
Speaking of middle fastballs, or maybe a 6th slider in a row, the Yankees have been,
Cheating bastards.
chastised for their behavior in Toronto, Dean, as they've played now 2 of a 4-game set. They've won them both. The first game had the baseball world wondering what Aaron Judge was looking at in the dugout. Buster Olney got to the bottom of that. And this is about as democratically, and you can state that someone is, signaling what pitch is coming, which is not illegal and is part of the game. There's an assumption on the Jays side that their pitcher-catcher were betraying the identity of the forthcoming pitches. That's tipping pitches. Betraying the identity of the forthcoming pitches. So Judge was asked about it. He made up some phony baloney story about guys chirping in the dugout. Okay, that was Monday.
Who
Yesterday
cares?
was Tuesday.
Hit
It's a
dingers.
one-off. They're
Why
not
is it phony
cheaters.
baloney? And this is
Hit dingers.
What's that?
why is what? So Aaron Judge, it was phony baloney.
His answer was, yeah, they were tipping pitches. That's not what he said when he was asked what he was looking at.
And this is fact from Buster Olney.
He's very
Assumption means what?
there is an assumption. So the
Right.
Jays believe they were
Right.
tipping their pitches.
I'm sure the Jays do.
Which is, yeah. And so.
Oh, you Yankee honk. What are you sticking up for them?
Well,
Fleece
here's
in
the
the
thing.
fucking
It could
wind.
just be a one-off and they're not cheating. But then the very next day, Rhett, here's what happens to their starter. Diego German, had the same opinion as the other umpires that tossed him through 3 innings. Shiny, extremely sticky. It's the worst hand we've ever felt during a game.
If you're going to fake or cheat
Oh.
well. Come on.
And
these idiot pitchers know they're getting checked now.
every inning they check these guys. How dumb are you? The day after you're trying to dispel any concerns about how square you play the game, you sap up your hands, you dummy.
He doesn't speak the language. Poor Domingo Herman.
Herman.
10 games. It's all right.
He's got some chew at the front, some sticky stuff on the hip there, just from placing his hand on his hip.
I like the effort. You're trying.
Try harder, you don't get caught.
It's
But
safety.
yeah.
It's for the batter's own good.
Yeah.
Can't control the ball. Can't
You want
control
me
where it goes. You want to kill
slipping out of my
somebody?
hand?
It's a
I can
class organization.
clunk 'em.
No mustaches. Cheat as much as you want. Actually, you are allowed mustaches. It's beards, right?
How many home runs did Judge have in the?
3 more than World Series he's won. So that's the count.
Oh,
Yes,
I
had
see.
3 in the series.
Got it.
You want
How is the series, by the way?
2-0 Yankees, as
Yeah.
I stated. 2 to go. Tonight is doozy with Garrett Cole up against Chris Bassett coming off the first complete game shutout in
He's been
ages.
good. Hey,
He got lit up in his first game, like 9 runs in 3 innings or
Yeah.
something. And since then, opponents are hitting like 138 off him. It's wild. I don't know how he does against the Yankees tonight, and Judge is on a heater, to your point.
Was he the one in the
Doinko.
Tiger King
Haven't yet.
movie?
Bassett?
Cheryl.
Carol Baskin?
Oh,
Carol Baskin. That was Bassett, different.
God.
She was female. He's a pitcher in the majors.
Oh,
Former Oakland A, Met.
is he still in jail, old Tiger guy?
Man, he's making all this money too with his fame, I'd think. If he could only get out of the hole.
He might be out. What did he do?
I
Didn't
will
he have-
never recover from this financially.
Because he plotted to kill old Bassett there, the Bassett Hound.
I thought they hooked up.
What?
No, she killed her husband, and he was trying to. I mean,
What?
Yeah, you got to pay
Come
attention.
on, Dean, take notes.
I just remember she had her husband. He
He
was very young.
disappeared.
Did he?
Yes, he's a
Oh,
pilot.
boy.
All of a sudden, he's gone. And then she was talking about, if he really wanted to get the Tigers to eat someone, you just put some peanut butter on their feet. And you're like, oh my God, Jesus Christ.
Wow.
That bitch, Carol Baskin. Let's go to a tilt in Cleveland.
Don't
I
want
know.
to be subscribed. Can't you just give me the facts?
Yeah, don't. Let's, Dean, have a little viewing here. This is in Cleveland. And before
like
we start
this.
it, Alex, before we start it, there are a couple people you need to pay
Cleveland
attention to.
rocks.
So Cleveland rocks with the nacho cheese chips. He's going to be one of the primaries, but it's his wife that really gets the ball rolling. Watch about 5
just
seconds
hang on.
in.
Now, first, before you even get into it,
Okay.
first thing that I notice, calf.
Tattoo.
Dude's got a sizable calf
And
with the
runners.
tat on it,
Calf tat and runners is a
with
look.
some dad runners.
Khakis,
Right?
kahikis,
So I'm
shades on the lid.
it's like, okay, I'm digging this guy. I get where this is going. And yeah, the you can just see the front of her rotund belly
Yeah, that's
in the frame
oh,
there. It's
geez,
a little
that's
bit
word
of
I can't say.
a red mound that's just kind of in the frame,
Oh, in the back.
kind of
there.
nudging up against
Something right there. No pudge.
the old
Rodriguez.
calf guy there.
Yeah, so he's trying to get into a seat, and there's clearly been a little bit of chirping going on here. So here
Yeah.
he is getting back.
So
to
and
the
then
seat.
the other guy you want to watch is Johnny Redshirt on the left
Okay,
side,
you can
Yeah, the row in
almost
front.
See that
because
he's
the
put out.
two Reds are gonna.
yeah, and there's been some back and forth here. You can tell this isn't the first interaction between Big Red and
Nacho Man.
Nacho
Nacho
Man.
Man's,
Yeah.
and he does not want to. He's just bought these nachos.
He's ready to chow.
Rhett, you will appreciate this. I just got back from the concession. I got a brand new tray of
Wait in
nachos.
line.
I've dumped the salsa into my cheese sauce. I'm ready to hammer some
Things
some
like $13.
nachos.
I
Just
gotta
let me
get
eat my nachos.
Seat.
And then this shit happens.
There we go.
Look at this. Come on, guys.
You're really building
Yeah,
up the suspense here.
Really are.
Yeah.
So again, the nachos. What do you think those run you at a ballpark now?
Depends where you are. Cleveland might be
12
affordable.
bucks?
Yankee
Guess
Stadium, I bet
12,
you it's 12.
$11.99.
Yeah,
You want
11, 12 bucks.
extra
Yeah.
cheese?
What
Yeah,
is the
99 cents.
tattoo of? Can you make that out? Is that a canoe
Is
with
that
a
the Raptors?
big piece of cheese in it? What the hell is that? A
It's
bird?
the Arizona Cardinals.
The football team?
Can we push play?
I think we're waiting for Alex to push play here. Something
Alex
like
is
that.
pissed at you.
We're building it up pretty good here. We do need.
Oh, he dropped some.
So he sat down, gets up.
Oh.
Whoa. So
Oh.
she comes in for a little
See, I'm frozen here. I got to reconnect.
tete-a-tete. And, I mean, dude takes a swing at her. Now, you can't do that.
That doesn't seem
You
right
can't-
at all.
You can't do that. And if we could again, I feel like we need to watch it 2 or 3 times. So
No,
watch guy
watch
in the red shirt.
Red Lady is going to spit.
And
here.
Red
Watch
Lady
this.
is going to give him a
bang
whoop.
Huck Patui
Did she spit?
She spits
right in his
on him
face,
there,
and he's like, "That's the line."
and then she's got a bug in her hair, and he goes to like flip it away.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
I thought he was swatting her.
no, it's a moth.
Oh.
Moth in her hair.
Oh, this poor Big Red's losing his shirt.
Look at the
Yeah.
person down on the ground
I
behind
know.
this guy, trying to hold on to them.
Yeah, hold her.
Got to be tough.
So
in
watch
Cleveland.
again. It's the spit, then the moth flip.
And old man nacho chips is like
Well,
doesn't
watch-
want to do this, but he has to.
Yeah, we'll watch the not.
Oh, okay. Chips are done.
Is that
Poor old guy takes one here because his
Yeah.
wife spat on someone.
And then the last one is really
There's some heft in that fight there.
the fate of the nachos.
Yeah, it's too bad.
It's a full tray.
gone?
And he hangs on until the last possible moment. Then he has to defend the honor.
What's his
I
wife
think-
gets hit?
I think the move would
Watch
be to
the nachos. Here we go. This is
smush.
good.
Huck Patui coming up.
So dude sits down. Then somebody says something.
Move
Oh,
up,
is
move
that right? One
Oh,
chip
one.
falls already. You're pissed off. She whacks him with
Bang.
the spit. Moth. Nachos.
I can't see this moth you're talking about.
He's got good eyes.
That's what he says.
That's what I got.
It's all those lasers. Anyway, good tilt in Cleveland. Speaking of baseball fights, there was a pretty famous one 7 years and 2 days ago.
Oh, really?
May we?
Now, can I, as far as the law is concerned,
Mm.
once you've started down the path, do you might as well just finish it, or does it get worse the more you do?
Ooh, I don't know the answer to that.
What's that? So what is it again?
Once
Well,
the fight started.
if you throw in, you've already had the assault charge, right?
Get your money's
Then-
worth?
Yeah. Do you go for it, or do you?
You probably do, but here's the thing. If someone spits on you, your eyes roll back in your head, right?
Oh,
Like
I
you
know.
just
It's-
fuck. You're
all bets
you're
are
gone.
off. All bets are off. Yeah. Well, and the other thing is,
Lionel Nelson
someone spits on you.
me as a young man.
Oh, how'd that go?
Not good for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He called me a city slicker.
Oh,
You watch your
you
Lionel, get ready.
and then spit or
Oh, spit before.
spit city slicker.
Oh,
You
dear.
outside
Yeah.
now.
That reach advantage, retro
Ah,
taught a lesson.
pop.
Because I feel like there's not much
Didn't call you that
you
again,
can do to flip someone's switch than spit on. them.
Spits
That's
right
gross.
there.
You almost should be forgiven for whatever happens
Yeah.
afterwards if you get spit on.
I agree. Now the other thing that's a big taboo, you can't be hitting the lady,
That's true.
but she does spit. So now everyone around is like, there's been 2 cardinal rules broken here.
Yeah.
And so it's full chaos.
That's
after this.
Cleveland.
Cleveland.
You
Gotta
can't
be
trust
tough.
Cleveland.
So back to another famous baseball fight 7 years and 2 days ago. This was 7 months actually after. Well, you don't flip your bat like that. Last inning or last at bat for Bautista in the entire season against Texas, and they waited 7 months
Oh,
to put a fastball on his ribs.
we got him.
That's weak, says Pat Tabler, and they love it in Texas. Remember, of course, there was the Jose bat flip. They came back from 2-0 to dominate, and then you got a ground ball. I'm going to slide hard in a second, you turds. And Rudned says, "Not in my house." Wago! Sunglasses. Now Bautista stays on his feet.
I remember that was a nice punch to take.
He landed it, but to be fair, Jose takes it well.
Yeah.
I know Kevin Pillar's in the mix.
You're going to be worried if you threw that one and the guy's still standing there.
And then you're lucky you got the whole bullpen protecting you all of a sudden. Ed Carnacion's livid here, number 10. He's running around trying to tackle him.
Okay.
Oh boy, there again. What have we been saying through all these videos? Get your hands up.
Yeah.
Because Jose comes in leading with the chin.
Eye contact,
chin.
it's going on.
Shove. Clunk.
Boom. But look, he's good.
Talking or
Okay, now his
swinging?
hands are up. His hands are up right away. Once he's hit, he's
There
like,
they're
okay, I'm ready. I'm in the fight here. And then the Rangers are in there.
That's an incredible punch.
And Texas Rangers fans love this. But really, I mean, it was 2 years in a row. They got absolutely crushed by the Jays
Well,
in
you
the
take what you
playoffs.
get out of that whole scenario. That's all they got.
That's all they had. And I get it. And,
He
and
didn't
you know
even
what?
get the spikes in him, but he tried.
But boy, you know what? Odor. That's a guy that's not his first
No,
fight.
he's punched people before.
When you're that quick in that environment, like that's not a bar.
Another underrated thing, watch his necklace do the loop-de-loop around his neck as he throws the punch.
Velocity.
Yeah, it's like a hula hooping thing when we get back to the beginning again on the next pass, because there's some serious momentum on this.
Torque. It's a lot of torque.
There's a lot of torque there. And it's going the opposite way. It's kind of like a party trick you'd see at some sort of
Gibby.
How about Gibby? Yeah, they beat us, but we punched them. Oh, there's a little more. Okay. And here we go again.
Call the game.
Oh, that's a good rivalry. Oh, Prince Fielder. That's a big quad. Can't miss that one.
How do you miss?
Almost impossible.
I like Prince Fielder, though.
Yeah, he had the health issues. That's too bad. He was a great player. He doesn't fit in with the rest of those Texas guys. Those are turds.
No.
I liked Prince.
Well, and you know what? I like Beltre.
Yeah, okay. No problem, Beltre.
Yeah. Don't touch his head.
Was he the guy that orchestrated all the cheating, or was that Beltran?
That's Carlos Beltran.
Good. You don't want to confuse those two. One of them was a huge
Adrian
cheat in Houston.
Beltre.
Thank you. Let's go to some NBA stuff. First, last night, we found out the San Antonio Spurs, experts at tanking and winning championships, did it again. Was it Victor Watanabe? Something along those lines. 7'5" Frenchman, 8-foot wingspan. They win the lottery. Guy's good. So the Spurs get another generational superstar. What does it look like? Well, this is playing against men in France, and it's like he's moving like a point guard here. He's 7'5". Like this guy's could eat his cereal off Shaq's head. This is crazy how big this kid is. Mom's 6'3", former pro basketball player. Dad's 6'6", 7-footers on his dad's side.
He's got Warner.
This is the next superstar. Yeah, Warner like wingspan, 8 feet.
A Warner hand.
Rhett, what were you? 7'11", 8'2"? What was your wingspan? I'm shooting threes. This is not a under the hoop guy. Apparently, great defender as well.
Well, how hard is it?
I mean, you should be great if you're athletic in that size. Yes. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from him.
A few things on the nose in the old Pinder report today, but that's all right. And he can dunk.
You know, I don't know that I've seen dunk a lot, but still is very good at basketball. This, I don't know when this was filmed, but if you think Steph Curry, why? Oh boy, he sure can do it. Shoots it pretty well. How about when it's not in a game and there's no defender with a mitt in his face? Because Steph ain't 7'5". This is warm-ups one game. So, okay, he goes, little teardrop, no big deal. Foul line, you expect him to make that. Okay, top of the key, makes that. Just inside three-point line, makes that. Now we're in three-point land, makes that. Back it up. Okay, you're a couple feet past now. Bang, another.
Doesn't he do this every game?
But like, he doesn't miss. This is insane. Now he's basically like the logo at mid-court. He's still draining them. He's not the logo.
That's hard to defend.
I mean, he doesn't miss if there's no how to defend. This is wild.
So he just has to get to half court and then start shooting.
And then he just comes back in and does them all over again.
He's showing off.
It's a robot.
It was like you before you hurt your foot.
High kicking?
And my shoulder.
Kids playing hoops.
Oh.
It's bad.
I've had many, you know what? Basketball's not been good to me.
Yeah,
It's a tough sport.
I got kicked out of games. I rolled my
Kicked
ankle
out
on a
of
guy's
games?
foot.
that
I
the-
hurt myself in street ball. I'm done with
You're
basketball.
taking it too serious, maybe.
Yeah, I got tossed out of a game one time. It was not great.
Really?
There's a story. We don't need to tell it.
Well, that's usually how it goes. If it's a tough story about him. With you, we
Yeah,
can
we
pry it out.
dig
With
right
me,
in,
it's
yeah.
aerated. But with Dean, I don't think we'll just take the high road on this
Bit
one.
of a snap.
Snap show.
Yeah.
Big game.
Big snap.
Regionals, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And we were getting
Who were you playing?
Dauphin,
Pricks.
DR,
Jason Duda.
CSS or some bullshit.
Jerks.
And they were just fucking pumping us. Like,
Running it up.
running it up. Fuck. I don't want to tell this story.
Come
This
on,
is
no,
so
come on.
stupid.
Come on.
So it's the final thing, right? And they got one guy, and he's Johnny Dunks a lot. He's great. And he's going to go and hammer one down at the buzzer. And I see this. So he goes up, and he's hanging from the friggin' rim, and everybody's, woo! And as he comes down, I kind of get underneath him.
Oh yeah. Have a
And
ride.
he does the ass over tea kettle backwards, bonk on the back of his head. They weren't happy in Dauphin.
Oh, it's on the road too.
Yeah.
Bold of you.
Yeah,
You got
yeah.
out of there safe?
It was dodgy. Yeah, they were some sour.
Bit of a skirmish after that, I'd
Yeah,
suggest.
Yeah, they were not.
Refs try to toss you immediately.
yeah.
Bench is
Did you have
clear.
a team bus or did you have the IROC?
No, I was. It was not the IROC. It was the old yellow machine outside. Yeah, we didn't win regionals. Yeah.
Oh, you're trying.
Yeah.
You'd be a good Yankee.
It's not shocking to hear, seeing as you were on the team.
Yeah.
Oh. Final bit of news for the Pinder Report. We want to make two things clear. Number one, the Pinder Report does not condone any driving while under the influence of vehicles, but also the Pinder Report does not condone letting your dog drive the car. This is a story from Colorado. I don't know what happened. The police have some serious work to get down to, Rhett. Somebody did one of those two things. We just don't know which.
If
I look
it's
forward
one of
to
those
hearing
self-driving
You got to read
electric
the
vehicles,
people are
it's
listening.
fine.
A driver in Colorado tried to switch seats with his dog to avoid a DUI arrest, police say.
Front seat?
Maybe the dog was driving the whole time. We don't condone that either.
Well,
Don't do either of these things.
If that's a self-driving,
Hey, you got Buster riding shotgun up front
keeping
there,
an
or
eye
what?
on things.
I'm a little tired. Roll
Or you
back.
diving into the back seat and then firing him up front
Yes.
to really make the point that you weren't driving.
Auto drive and then put the dog in there. Dogs
He
can
loves
do all-
driving, officer. I don't know what to tell you.
It's a service dog.
He's got his learners.
I'm in the back. He's got his learners. I don't see a problem, Ossifer. It's your Pinder Report.
That feels like a driver in Florida.
Yeah, Florida
story.
man.
That's
This
a
is
Florida man story. Village Honda, Northwest Automall online, villagehonda.com. Detailing packages. They have a high-end, the whole wash bay system. They got the automated wash, of course, and then they do it by hand. They get in there, do it all. Get your dash,
interior done,
windows, tires, rims, get it all done up for you. Starting at $79.95, detailing packages at your dealership for life. Village Honda in the Northwest Automall.